Yusek Cruz sa PAOK. Actually, may iba pa akong mga tanong sa PAOK, pero dahil natatanong na rin namin at this point si General Karamat. So, ang PAOK, you were looking into possible involvement of General Karamat in Bamban. Yung investigasyon niyo po ba, tumingin din ba sa links nila kay Mayor Kalugay?
Mas nag-focus kami, ma'am. Good morning. Good afternoon, ma'am. We focus more on the investigation, ma'am, and the filing of cases, those especially the money laundering cases. As to the members and those who are operating this legal Pogo Hub in Banban.
And sa investigasyong iyon, kahit dun sa focus nyo sa money laundering, pero bahagi siya sa maraming nakakabit sa Pogo, bukod dun sa tingin ninyo dun sa possible involvement ni General Karamat, tiningnan nyo rin po ba yung possible links ni Mayor Kalugay kaugnay ng kabuang Pogo and yung mga kakabit na krimen kasama ng money laundering?
Kagaya, ma'am, ng sinabi ko kanina, ma'am, nag-focus po kami. Although initially, ma'am, may talagang nag-ingat kami as far as the application of the search warrant dahil may mga info nga kami, ma'am, na may mga involvement yung ibang kasamahan namin sa uniform service. But yung name ni General Karamat naman, ma'am, lumalabas yan as him being the chief ng CIDG during that time, ma'am. But as to the involvement, ma'am, hindi po kami masyadong nag-focus pa nun during that time.
I see.
Meron
Salamat,
akong,
Yusek Cruz. Kuling tatlong tanong sa PAOK and then bibigyang daan ko na yung aking mga colleagues simula sa SP pro tempore. Yusek Cruz, nung nakaraang hearing, tinanong ko po kung yung huling raid nyo sa Cebu naman ay nag-uncover ng link sa Bamban at pati sa Porac. Pwede niyo po bang i-expound on yun ngayon?
Yes, Madam Chair. If you would allow Director Winston Casio to present the simple video presentation.
Salamat, Yusek Cruz, Director Casio. Pero bago natin ipakita, ilang minuto yung video na to?
Siguro, ma'am, less than 5 minutes.
Okay, please proceed.
We gave the copy to the Senate Secretariat already, to the Committee Secretariat.
Yes, ipapakita na po natin. Yan na po.
That is a video presentation, ma'am. It supposedly meron po yung voice over.
Hanggat ma-up yung audio, baka pwede nyo
Yes, ma'am.
i-annotate muna.
Basically, ma'am, the operation was a request from the Indonesian embassy po kasi around July 21, 3 Indonesian nationals were able to escape from that Pogo Hub. Then they were secured by the National Bureau of Investigation around July 22. The Indonesian embassy submitted a request to the NBI central office, ma'am.
Villas, and conference venues.
Sige, panoorin na po muna natin.
On August 31st, 2024, at about 3 p.m., a joint rescue operation was conducted at the Tourist Garden Hotel in Barangay Agus, Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu. The operation was led by the NBI SEBDO, DSWD-7, PCTC, BI, AFP, and the DOJ IACAT, with support from POCC. The primary objective of the operation was to rescue 8 Indonesian nationals who were reportedly being held against their will. Following a request from the Indonesian embassy, 6 Indonesian nationals were successfully rescued. The large compound, with Singapore-like amenities, features 10 multi-story buildings, which include KTV lounges, restaurants, swimming pools, hotel rooms, villas, and conference venues. During During the rescue operation, authorities uncovered 169 foreign nationals involved in several fraudulent companies operating within the compound. Initially, authorities documented 3 scam firms, but recent findings suggest the presence of 5 scam operations within the said compound. Following their apprehension, all individuals were subjected to an inquest proceeding by the BI and subsequently charged with immigration violations. One female Chinese minor was identified during the operation and turned over to the DSWD Field Office 7 for appropriate care. Authorities also identified a Chinese fugitive with fraud charges who was involved in operating the scam farm. A total of 16 foreign nationals and 1 Filipino were charged with qualified trafficking in persons. Additionally, the NBI intercepted a Filipino who was found to have previously been employed as an admin assistant at Lucky South 99 in Porac, Pampanga. She explained that on June 3, 2024, prior to the raid at Lucky South 99, her employer received a tip about the impending operation. She also disclosed that a team leader named Jordan informed her that she should accompany the team to Cebu if she wanted to receive her salary. They departed from Manila on either June 8th or 9th, 2024. Upon arrival in Cebu, they were taken to the MSK building in Mabolo, Cebu City, where approximately 200 workers from Lucky South 99 had been relocated. During the operation, the hotel's housekeeping attempted to take outside about 8 million pesos in cash by concealing it in a box. The money was subsequently handed over to the custody of NBI Sebdo. The authorities discovered sanitary, fire safety, and business permits, along with a BIR registration certificate issued to Huayan Realties Inc. and Cyber Internet House Corp. within the compound. These companies are suspected of being fronts to conceal scam operations conducted on the premises. Backtracking of records from the NBI Central Visayas, NBI Severo, revealed that their unit conducted an operation at the same resort on August 2nd, 2019, which resulted in the rescue of 34 Chinese women. These women had been lured from China with fraudulent offers of legitimate employment in a Philippine offshore gaming operation, but were subsequently forced into prostitution. 4 Chinese nationals were arrested for violating the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act. Despite the significant operation, the resort continued to operate without interruption. On September 4th, 2024, 2 C-130 planes provided by the Armed Forces of the Philippines transported 168 foreign nationals to Manila. Upon arrival, they were taken to the detention facility of PAOCC, located in the Nasdaq building, Pasay City. All foreign nationals apprehended within the Tourist Garden Hotel compound have undergone inquest proceedings conducted by the BI for violation of immigration laws. An ongoing investigation is being conducted, with additional charges expected to be filed against the incorporators of the companies operating within the compound, as well as others implicated in the scam operations. PAOCC Chairman, Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin, issued a memorandum on September 4, 2024, directing AMLC to apply with the appropriate court for the issuance of a freeze order or provisional asset preservation order covering all assets of the raided hotel compound. Preparations are underway for the deportation of the apprehended foreign nationals, ensuring their return to their respective countries of origin.
May I add, Madam Chair, that
Yes, Director. In addition dun sa may daan-daan palang dating POGO employees sa Porac, kina Miss Cassie Leong at Duan Renbu na nag-relocate lang sa Cebu, in addition dun sa parang manual or analog na money laundering, no? 8 million pesos in cash na sinubukan nilang ilabas dyan sa POGO Hub sa Cebu. Ano pa po yung pinaka-notable para sa PAOK na naibunyag ng raid na ito?
yung isang kinasuhan po natin, si Ginoong Xiaolong, is actually one of our subject persons of interest doon sa Lucky South 99. Siya po yung sinundan natin at sila po yung nahuli natin at nakasuhan natin dito sa Lapu-Lapu. The inquest proceedings, meron ako tayong resolution. Arraignment will be on Monday. So we're just clarifying with the IACAT Region 7 if we would have to bring in all the individuals back to Lapu-Lapu for the arraignment because we brought to Manila all the foreign nationals, ma'am. Around 169 of them. Opo.
Yung pangalan ng tao, Xiaolong,
Xiaolong, yes ma'am.
nakakainis, no? Malapit pa sa pangalan ng isang pagkain na
Yes
masarap.
ma'am, naging biruan po
Nakakainis.
namin yan. Yes
Oo,
ma'am.
tingnan niyo siya sa kasong iyan.
Yes ma'am, several witnesses have pointed to the man as one of the actual operators of Lucky South 99
Yes.
na nakatakas po noong June 3. Yun nga po, babanggitin lang namin na nilipad po sila. Actually, 300 of them were flown from Clark International Airport to Lapu-Lapu. At 169 lamang po yung nakuha namin sapagkat yung ibang mga area sa subject ng mission order nung pinasok ko namin, walang mga tao. Siguro po nagpapahinga, lumabas and whatsoever. So, obviously ma'am, Madam Chair, honorable members of this Senate, meron pa hong ibang foreign nationals operating within the province of Cebu na kinakailangan pa ho nating mahuli.
Tama po.
Madam Chair, if I may.
One related question kay Senator De La Rosa.
Madam Chair, may I know from PAOK if you have a picture of this Xiaolong? Pwede natin ma-flash sa screen? Kasi baka mamaya nakikita natin, kakaharap natin yung tao na, hindi natin kilala. Yan na pala yung Xiaolong na malaking sindikato.
Your Honor, nahuli po siya.
Nahuli siya?
Yes, sir.
Siya ngayon.
Nasa PAOK Detention Facility po, dito sa Pasay din po. 16 po silang nakasuhan na nahuli natin lahat. So yung mag-ama na operator po talaga ng Pogo ay nahuli po natin.
Okay. So wala kang picture dyan na pwede makita dito?
Or siya ba yung sa video kanina na may hawak na
Hindi po
name
ma'am, ay isang fugitive pa po. Iba pa po yun doon kay Xiaolong. Mr. Honorable Senator, will ask the staff kung meron po kaming dala to...
Kahit
To-
makita lang dito sa akin.
Yes sir, okay po. Yes sir, we'll do that sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Salamat,
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Senator
Madam Chair. May we
De La
know the
Rosa.
relationship, Madam Chair?
Yes,
No,
Senator
that's what
Joel.
I asked. The relationship of this person to the Bamban or the Lucky South in Porac?
Linked ba yung
The
Xiaolong?
Xiaolong is actually one of the owners, operators in Lucky South 99. Ganito po kasi, Your Honors, yung Lucky South 99, there were many locators within that particular compound ng Whirlwind Corporation. A good number of different Pogos were operating there. At yung isa po ay yung pinapatakbo ni Xiaolong.
Okay.
So nung nakatanggap po sila ng informasyon noong June 3, umalis na po sila.
Last two questions ko sa PAOK, Yusek Cruz. Nung nakaraang hearing nga, nabanggit yung mga pangalan ni na Duan Renwu, Huang Ziyang at saka Zhang Jie. Pwede nyo ba kaming inform kung nasa saan itong tatlong tao ngayon? And magkakasama po ba sila?
Yes, Madam Chair. Wang Ziyang is now in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
And it's confirmed, ma'am. And
Di ba may nagsabi na sa Hong Kong na rin daw si Wesley Guo? Nag-link up ba sila? ni Huang
we're trying
Ziyang?
to validate the information as to the presence of Wesley Go in Hong Kong right now.
Okay.
And Mr. Duan Renwu, the former Chinese police officer, is now still in Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Indonesia, sorry ma'am.
Indonesia.
And
Zhang Jie.
is still in Singapore. The one who helped former Mayor Alice Go.
Siya yung
in
ZJ
Singapore.
po na nag-reserve
Yes,
ng mga kwarto.
Yes, ma'am. That's the initial ZJ is Xiangji.
Nasa Singapore pa po.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so hindi sila magkakasama. Huling tanong ko, Yusek Cruz sa PAOK. Well, lumalabas. Hanggang ngayon, lumalabas. Pinaglalaroan tayo ng mga dayuhang ito. Pinaglalaroan nila yung mga batas ng Pilipinas. Mula sa illegal na gawain, kabuuan ng POGO, hanggang sa torture, human trafficking, pati pagtakas mula sa otoridad. So, sino po sa pagkaalam ng PAOK, yung mga dati at kasalukuyang opisyal ng gobyerno ang lumalabas na tumulong at nakinabang sa buong sindikatong ito?
As agreed in our previous meetings with other law enforcement agencies, PAOK will be looking at the money laundering aspects, and the filing of trafficking in person and the qualified trafficking, human trafficking. As to the involvement of the officers or officials of various agencies that were mentioned in some intelligence reports, ang usapan, ma'am, is they will be conducting their own investigation. Like for the PNP, they have their IAS, Internal Affairs Service, and the BI also have their own legal affairs, internal legal affairs. Ganon din, ma'am, sa NBI. So, hindi na kami, ma'am, pumasok courtesy, ma'am, sa mga agencies, ma'am. So what we focus on more is the money laundering, which yung nangyayari ngayon na pinapile nating kaso, ma'am, is a collaboration with all the agencies involved with PAOK as the team head, ma'am.
So pero team head kayo, nagkaroon lang kayo ng division of labor
Yes,
in
ma'am.
terms of the major issues
Yes, ma'am.
konektado sa
Yes,
Pogo.
ma'am.
Although narinig ko ulit dito sa tabi namin si Senator Joel, ang tagal lang talaga. And I hope na yung sinasabi niyong siguro institutional courtesy sa pagitan yung mga ahensya will not fall again into yung extreme and unreasonable na compartmentalization, which partly has led to this problem. Meron ba kayong kahit time frame kayo bilang team head na either nirecommend nyo, napagkasundoan yung mga ahensya within which you will finish your investigations at ma-inform nyo sa publiko? Kasi kami dito sa Senado, malamang mauuna sa inyo. Siguradong mauuna sa inyo sa pagsara nitong aming investigasyon, and then we will present our committee report. Di naman kayo siguro masyadong matagal na mahuhuli sa amin? Do you have a time frame?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, every week we have this meetings, ma'am. And every time we always try to prepare for Senate hearings. Kasi, ma'am, we are anticipating that these questions will be asked as to what happened sa mga iniimbestigahan ng mga tauhan. But I think the agency is concerned, ma'am. Siguro, ma'am, we will remind the agencies, being the team head, ma'am, we will remind all the agencies that they come up with the result of their investigation already. Kasi nga, itong mga last few weeks, ma'am, we focus more on the filing of
Money
the
laundering.
cases. Yes, ma'am.
So possibly within a month, matapos na yung mga investigasyon nyo? Yusek, shall I recognize
Yes,
Director
yes.
Casio?
Yes.
Madam Chair, we, as stated by the good Yusek, we have different taskings po, ano. So we meet every week, and last week our prosecutorial team have discussed other cases to be filed in relation to the question that you were stating earlier on, Madam Chair. So I think we've given ourselves until the end of October to to conclude all case filings in relation to Bamban. If I recall it right, ma'am.
Right. O at least clear timetable yon, end of next month,
Yes, ma'am.
pag-file ng lahat ng kaso.
We will
Kaugnay ng
conclude.
Bamban.
Yes, ma'am.
Kailan naman po yung sa Porac?
Porac, ma'am, nagsimula pa lang po tayo mag-file. We submitted for resolution. We submitted the complaint, if I'm not mistaken, only last week in relation to Lucky South 99. So we would defer to the Department of Justice panel of prosecutors, ma'am, as to their timetable.
And dun sa mga kasong tatapusin yung i-file sa Bamban at sinimulan nyo lang trabahuin sa Porac, hindi lang ito tungkol kina Guo Huaping. Meron ding mga government personnel or officials na kasabwat nila sa Pogo operations mismo, the crimes related to the Pogo operations at pati yung pagtakas ni Guo Huaping.
Yes, ma'am, without going into specific details, the answer to the question is affirmative.
Alright, salamat. Kasi sa ngayon, para sa amin, yun yung isang malaking gap pa. Dahil hindi naman pwedeng Guo Huaping lamang ang mananagot sa kung anumang mga krimen ang mapatunayang nagawa nila. But yung mga kasama natin sa gobyerno who aided and abetted, even profited, kung totoo yung mga lahat tayo nakakarinig na ganyang mga usap-usapan ng suhol, no? One of the worst things in government ay dapat matukoy din para yung hustisya ma-deliver sa ating mga
Madam Chair, just
kababayan.
one
With
point.
indulgence, one
uh,
point from Senator
No,
Joel.
just a confirmation of this information, Madam Chair. First of all, Madam Chair, I'd like to commend yung PAOK kasi parang sila lang yung kausap natin dito from the very first hearing And every time we get the chance to meet with them, laging merong developments, nakikita natin, may nahuhuli, may nakakasuhan, ito na yung ginagawa. Nakaschedule po. I just wish, Madam Chair, na ganun din yung pagkilos ng ibang ahensya ng pamahalaan. And so I laud the efforts of our chairperson to really push the different agencies of the government to help us in this investigation. Kasi parang until now, parang hindi nyo kami natutulungan. No? Laging we buy time, we'll think about it, we'll still verify, we'll still validate, etc. So kahit na siguro yung portions lang ng mga nakuha nyo ng information, mabigyan lang po tayo. And just to put into the records, Madam Chair,